Today, the 17th day of April 2020. Yesterday, we began Ayaso. We beget 2 confirmed cases on Wednesday and another 2 confirmed cases on Thursday. So we be thinking why say, you know what? The way I will see the 2-2 and back-to-back, make we can talk small about the rise of the numbers here, not knowing what Friday the 17th of April hold for Sierra Leone. Lo and behold, around 10 salon time, we get breaking news for say today your number, we get 11 confirmed cases them. 11 confirmed cases them in one day. It be take we 8 days for make we get 11 confirmed cases that's alone from the 31st of March to the 14th of April. For make we get 11 confirmed cases, it be take we 8 days. 8 days we will get confirmed cases them before we reach 11, the number. But today, the 17th, we get 11 in one day. So, do we need to be worried about that? Or we for just accept? Say, okay, it is what it is. We still dey on low numbers anyway. But just like as I said yesterday, every country will get thousands of cases there now. Now so them be start with 1. So being down there and the way how we see things they go now, definitely we need for open we eye wide one. But make I just give you how the numbers then come today. Then we go get 1 or 2 breakdown from waiting Umaru Fofana being post. Again, we be get 15 cases there yesterday. 11 added today. We can go to 26. By district now, Kenema don't get 2 because 1 come out today. Potloko don't get 4. Western Rural don't get 5. Western Urban don't get 15. 15 now don't get now Western Urban. Kenema don't get 2. Well, make we listen how the numbers here come up small, according to what Umaru Fofana tell me. He said today we don't get to the highest number inside one grade, they win 11. Most of the new case them, they say a link to, you remember the second person who then be say, na doctor? You remember that second person? Case number 2. They say most of them people are already for these 11 cases. They link to that person there. And then they do a little bit of research. Say the second person na be the 1st of April. The 1st of April, na in that second case day, be show up. At that time day, then tell we about that person day, 1st of April. So if 1st of April to today, after almost 16 days, now today, we get the 11 cases. And they say, most of them people are na health workers then, but they link to 1st of April. 1st of April. This is what? The 17th of April. So now 16 days. We don't know if there now be primary contact or a secondary contact or which kind of contact would then be to this person. We go on for make you ask, say, okay, maybe not say them begin get signs and symptoms, even though they say they're in a quarantine or some people lay on self-isolation. Now that's when they conduct the test. Because if most of them people here today linked to 1st of April, that's quite I don't know what you think, but I think so we need to get another kind of strategy. Yes, then we say the testing kits they're not available, so they're not going to conduct and so just like that. But this now go make you get scared a little bit. Say from that 10 day to now, if that now they wire they test positive, usai waiting and waiting. Because the thing is, as long as you're not showing your body, you just the thing say you are fine. Even though if you didn't have self-isolation, if you didn't have quarantine, you just take a like say you're fine. But that's 16 days we done the in between. I think say now concerned. Now concerned. So we don't know after they can get in contact here, how long did it take before they begin test there? How long? But make we continue. Say most of them people here today, they're linked to case number 2. Well, we don't talk saying na 1st of April. The one from Kenema, we did it today, in link to the person na Kenema yesterday, we didn't say na lab technician. Now, this one they bring we to the topic today. For say, President Bio, get for meet with the special COVID-19 committee, and it tell like for say, of 14 days lockdown, na some area, or even at the entire country, instead of going at the table. Of 14 days lockdown, na some areas na the country, even na the entire country, they na the table. The president in table, and then get for discuss that. And now they want for make we know say, with all the test way they do now, a plane load of medical supply, where you go get more test kits them and protective gear, they expect them for come na return this weekend from Usai, from China. A plane load of medical supplies, including test kits and other protective gear them. We expect them for Kamna Salon from China. So, that one day on, we they left them for another day. Me then cow them first. This is the reason we make the African community or the heads of states there not able to talk about China. Well, Lord left down there first. You know how I don't break them down for you. And not forget to get to neighbor them. We neighbor them at Guinea. Then get 39 new confirmed cases today. We don't make them get a total of 477. And then get recovery. They don't get 59 patients who don't recover. 59. We make people and still they ask, what's happen with Salone? When I add with the add, they get somebody where they recover from waiting from the 31st to get the first case. So today the 17th, nobody no accommodate it. Well, with the Yeri, we don't know yet, but we'll go look over the weekend. Go the Yeri, it can like a for say. Some people in there, we then get for say they don't recover, we then get for pull and come out at the centers them. And then they with the Yeri. But in all confirm it until we see them, then get a certificate of recovery from COVID-19, say they don't beat them, then definitely we all go put our hands together for them people in there. But for now, we need to focus on the increase. The other day, most people can ask this question. Is it community transmission? For say this sick don't enter in a community there now, where they jump from one person to the other, one person to the other. Or is still there from the index cases them we will start with. Just like how I be say, from the index cases them. But the way this Kene Mayun show face now, then we get one or two questions them about, because he not be there even in isolation. So he was not in the radar. He not be there at the radar. And talking about this Kenema Yon, I don't know if you see the video of the COVID-19 response team, the 117, the ambulance, where go pick somebody. Na Kenema. Because now they say Kenema, they panic, Kenema, then they afraid, Kenema, then worry. I think say all waiting contributes to that day. Now the way how the ambulance and the one with the PP and all the surrounding people them the way how they behave. And if we hear now, it's like if we say some people and they in hiding, that's the reason. Because if you look at that video there, it's kind of humiliation, stigmatization, good inside there, you name it. And now that tennis, if I even take note of inside the ambulance, there is no seating capacity. No sign no they say for sit down inside the ambulance. Now so all the ambulance then turn. Say when you enter inside there, I don't know if you've seen the video, but I don't think say me go share that video there anyway. But it's all over. Sitting capacity, no sign no they for sit down inside the ambulance. So guess they're just gonna sit on the floor. Who's kind of a contamination with the inside? Who's kind of a contamination with the inside? We know now how are they going to even sanitize in there? How they the cleaner? When at the same time when they mask, they don't count down their mask, then go inside, and they didn't mask, and they sit down. Look at it. You look that particular video there. Unless if not the wrong ambulance, then go it. But me, I not see side for sit down there. And if we say, would they fight this sick? We get for be serious. Because, okay, they say all these people, them, na contact, oh, then go take them. But what if you go take somebody who will not get the sick? Then the way on they act and the place they inside the ambulance safe. Ministry of Health and Sanitation, you guys need to wake up. Like I said, unless if not the wrong ambulance be go. But if not correct ambulance than the way they use, then more needs to be done. This is not what Umar Fofana say. He say, you remember somebody will get the sick. He say, a man say, that another second person, that April 1st, index case number 2. Now a man they talk now. A man say, he want for caution the authorities then, for make them concentrate on community transmission. Make them concentrate for dig inside the community them. Rather than then they direct all the case that we get for do with health workers then to in WEF. You remember where I talked I just not say from the 1st now to the 17th. So in they tell Umar Fofana, the husband of that woman they tell Umar Fofana say, in picking them, in driver them, the one who they walk in house to them, they all test negative for the virus. And in the wonder now, all the one the way then they link in WEF too. How in WEF go infect them people and they. When in field say, if they in WEF for infect anybody, not them. Where then they inside the house. They all test negative. But all the cases the way they can now, then they link on to in WEF. As you get for do with healthcare worker, they link on to in WEF. Say this one from case number 1. And not glad for that. And Umar Fofana will no say all of the one the way get very close primary contact. Now that hospital they all test negative. Listen, this person in household test negative. The one the way they work together with. When I primary contact them, now the hospital, they all test negative. He say, in WEF, do the correct and decent thing where any civilized person go do. He go test. The moment where he suspect say, he might don't come in contact with the virus. He say, but the way how the ministry go, when they make in status public, and they want all in contact them, for make them isolate themselves, he say this one not correct. He say because in WEF we don't tell the emergency response team, make them look deeper and go after community transition instead of then they take the easy option. Then just the link case them. We get for do it well body people in Toram. He say it highly likely that they nurse the day where they get positive now. Maybe then get them inside them community them or one part of hospital them. So for this one, where then they link the list of all the one that were infected to in WEF, it's saying a disservice. Not only for in WEF, but only for waiting in WEF don't do for the country. That's not the husband of index case number 2. The person will be get positive, tested positive on the 1st of April. Let me say from the 1st of April to today, when at the 17th of April, how many days done they in between? Where then they say, them people here, then link to index case number 2. So the husband say, not agree. Say, even the wife not agree. The wife don't tell them, say, make them go inside community them. Make them check community them. Maybe this one a community transmission. But he say, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, then they take the easy road. As they engage person, when a healthcare person, they link unto them. So now I make we they ask now. We feel say government forgive complete 14 days lockdown, or then for just left an eye they so. But again, the way how we see inside one green day, we get 11 cases. Are we worried? And if we worried, waiting at the next step where we go advise the government of Sierra Leone for do. Take in consideration waiting the husband of index case number 2 don't tell we. Remember now one salon we get. And now only this salon we want preserve. Yesterday we don't talk all the way till we don't talk about social distancing, the markets them, the crowding and all of those things. Are we just going to leave it like that? Eh? I don't think so. I really not think say we for left arm like that. Now that make I be say I go really like for make the Ministry of Health and Sanitation give a breakdown of the number of tests them within they conduct on a daily basis. So with that we go able for no say, well, now the same numbers then don't they do, now high the numbers then they go high, or now more tests than they do, now I make the numbers then they high. Make a count us friend, make intel we waiting intake about Usai we dey now in the fight. Yes, us friend, you get the platform.
Yeah, hello, Bro Tripoli. Thank you very much, and hello to all the noble fans. This we Sarah Network family. Me on take inside this tier. So, looking at the trend of how the numbers then they go up, and looking at the trend of the first initial index case to the second index case, and the numbers that where they go. The first instance here, I will first say, first of all, for no saying an imported case, now we don't bring this. And the initial, when the one way then be able for test positive. But in that, we know say as it don't become an imported case, it go must go don't go na the community, wherein we get forget community cases. But these community cases there now, them differ in terms of the question they lie now. Usai then community case there get this virus where it get the capability of transmission from one person to the other. And we all know say primarily now import, then they import the virus. Not to import inside a container or so. Now person they bring and come. Then we don't try for isolate people in our airports, we know. Then try for open centers, them will be no. Then try for make ready places, there will be no. Some conditions are not being very well inside the airport. People, I mean, they take them out, they bring them in inside the city. Just some of them being guessing, then they hurry for turn back. They try for come on at the camp at the tongue. With those they not be ever able for track. One area back where I feel say they may do well and the other side of it would then do the wrong side. The good side was trying to contain them inside the airport, where they did do the lockdown from the last flight that we come. The other mistake now I feel say they do, if at all this virus would not enter a community in small pocket size, now the one day whatever they would take and then motoka, then they will be the sea clips them, then they drive them out from the camp, bring them camp. I don't know if they be ever note them for say then why I inside this plane. So this Mr. A not inside the camp. Well, now we try track Mr. A or Mr. B or Mrs. B. We say he don't go. Now we able to put them back among the list of people there who would try for do we case finding, or we try for check for know if this person here not track no they track them. I don't know if they be ever do that side they were questioned, because nothing on the surface so far. But the capability of the government, that are one thing, and the capability of each government globally, that are the main problem for all the pandemic when they go about. And the strategies then wouldn't they apply for face how for combat this particular TLA no go spread. Because for container, control, and then curtail, and then treat here. Then if they try for container, how far they be able for container so that it no go spread out to the community, because the enemy are invisible enemy. And being the enemy are invisible enemy, how far they be emphasized on those who been the escape that loopholes. The one that now would don't be able to put inside quarantine, when they may transit them, now be proper way for transit them, they may transit some of them with masks, or they may transit them in some way where the people themselves, when they transit them, they can and go be protect, no. Or the one that will be there on duty, now all of them at the airport, they may able for check, no. The only thing we will know are the numbers that wouldn't take, wouldn't they give you figures for seeing that they wire. And I believe say now good initiative they be do. But was it robust? That's not the question. Was it the capability will be be okay that 10 day? Then will be they move them from one place to the other, they be protect. That are the big question we'll ask here back. And I believe see the factors that all day around how they be able to contain when some people then would not escape, or the virus would not escape either at the border, or even this lady. Now we'll come to case 2, because this case 2 is the most one where it be say it bring up a big spark. Let me accept say in family they all been proved negative. But were they quarantined? I not been believe so, because the first case index case back, it been get a similar situation with the second index case. The first index case, it been get a relative who been the work na cottage. When one of his sister, when I been staff nurse, just don't graduate, I think I said something. Him be even go work and then tell him let it go na isolation. But he refused until the matron na cottage being careful emphatically tell us he left here and go. But him, I don't know, that now for case 1 first, that first case. Then he been got a few relatives them back who been the work in other areas them. But we don't know how far they wire they go. Now, if I come back to case 2, when this lady who have been health worker, doctor will get a private hospital, and then they get other institution where they teach when from a college. And land say, he been there in a class, he begin to show some few signs of not say sneeze or not say cough. But some people have been say during that period where they teach, most of the students that will be there around her, wouldn't suspect say he don't verify say he get the positive virus in body, They try to locate them from their houses, them, and the place of work, bring them. When was it? Now, inside this week, over the talk show, them bring all of them inside Connaught. They say let them can take swab and test them. So the authority in Connaught, they refuse. What did they say? Let them carry up now 34. But when I question the person who been giving me the Bible, I say, well, now, when they pull them now, inside Wilberforce, they pull them at the ward, inside the isolation camp, or the quarantine building where they make for them. He said, well, no, now from where they don't go take them, I didn't pull them, then bring them come. How them bring them come? Now the question that, were they protected while they move them at this community, or they all sit down together, clustered again together, where it will likely be, like you try to analyze about the ambulance. So, now containing, now the big problem what we say, then don't do a small mistake. They put the strategies in place for say, we stop people in the airport, we gather them, without occasion, so we do them, go put them inside quarantine, then we try for check. If you don't get the symptoms, you don't get the side of 40 days, we'll left you. But again, when you look at the family of this case two back, when they don't go test them, when they test them, that's a big question. So they test, when they test that time, the virus not been shown. So by the time now we don't in a class they teach, the people that we first we don't give, then possible that they don't find out to be positive. And I believe that some of these students wouldn't desire and care go na Connaught, wouldn't say them go take swab, then carry them go back na Wilberforce, then go take the swab. So during this transportation of the very people that wouldn't suspect, now this problem would on day. So the problem they lie now, are they in the community? The one then where they don't bring positive so. Because outside they go pull there, not to where they come on at the plane or not they go na the campo. These now people are now within a community cases. The imported case, that now one, it begin to multiply to the community. And I believe in that the woman they try for tell them check the community. Because of most likely it know how they contain the people who they don't related to one case to another. Now for that, then before don't sit down, they analyze how they will move people from one place to the other, not only the sense for gather the number, what they don't do very well, I commend them for stop and block people and not for come in and out, they borders them. But now that community area, now the biggest problem. And the test kits, they may be available with them be done day. But the one they say that they bring now, with waiting they get, when they try for minimize, say let go done, or begin the test all man, because we just get over 300 and something kits. And some of the kits there, when they say 300, not to say the one when they say one, now one. They nobody do and so. The way they may do in all the 4 centers, they now would be introduced. So it means if then they test for case one they use the kits up to 8 times or even up to 12 times, because in one grain then go do 4 tests per now. And again, they go and back inside these 4 tests in 4 different areas. Then we don't do one, they say, we're not sure, let we try back. So the same people, then we don't do one test, one kit don't go, they say, well, let we try again, you go 2, you go 3, you go 4. Then the other center, then back, now 4 centers of this same specimen we don't send, they say, then go say, well, let's do this, sometimes Alpha not been doing well, well, let's do and back, let's just be sure, because this sometimes we don't country, don't we? So then go left for that, sometimes the kit step almost go done. So that now one thing. So the capability of the kits them, that now one thing. The capability of containing the people them, that now the other issue. Then the capability of who side then they keep them, that now the other thing again, and that transportation. So the other side we are just one for note when you talk about the kits, they wouldn't bring from China. and they try for CC, waiting at the next solution, it might be fast tracking for just put them straight, then give them, then use them. And we know China been get actually 2 types of kits. They been get the one way now the high quality where they make it good. Then they make one way now just like the portable one week you would do na street, so like when they do them pregnancy test, you go buy in a pharmacy, you do. So the NSSF been get for stop for use that other one would they not be so recognized, then decide for use the very one would the good one, so that they will able to get the right number of people. At the time that the number itself can begin to increase, we all man begin see. So I they doubt the question now. The one would them bring that they say they bring this weekend, so are they those type would then be don't get, would they not be one for use? Now then bring for we, I no go know. Then if they bring them now, would I go get for go test them first, because they get for get the process for check them, say then why then they work fine or they know they work fine. Then are the other thing before they even release them, and not to 1 day, not to 2 days, because we self now at the present situation now, we say now, which is about weeks ago, they don't bring the kits then from China. But because they suspect, let's say they get 2 type of kits, then carry and go na Liverpool. Liverpool not give feedback it. The only thing they do, they take swab, collect them. The results that they come only after Germany, because Germany is one of the only country where so far we are feel say they capable force. But all this year, who don't they go on? Then on the ICU beds, they get enough, then get the test kit material, they even get the production of even the kits available in the pharmacy at a large values. And they, all the country now they buy, apart from China, where they send them on in masses. China is doing very well by providing them, but the question line now, are they the ones that will be say them will just use one time? One is capable for do this, because why are they saying Sierra Leone is capable of doing this? They say we don't help in terms of this Ebola vaccine they make. They not make them directly, but they contribute to the data, the information, put information together and give them to Cambridge and Newcastle, so they will invent that vaccine. From the few guys they will be good, they will be good infected. One of the Scottish, the one guy in Wales and the other lady from Scottish, they use in blood in plasma. Now for that, even yeah, they try to say let's start to use plasma of those one they will recover. And now CC back, let government try, then put on the table. The one that if they say they discharge 20 this weekend, let them try donate their own blood, then take the plasma from them, then reserve them, so that they will see how they will able to use them. But I don't know if they will just release them from government authorities say we're gonna go. Then before now, the one they will get the sense for say, well, now so therefore don't do, then don't release them, they don't go. So man, now when them call them for come back, oh, let them go and take your blood. Sometimes person don't go to the community say, we see them, they call you back so, and something they don't go put by your body so back. So it will begin to create panic, but then get for the educate the masses now. Then get for the tell them how things they go. Now I mean you won't take no more, but the capability, now in government get for try, then try build up and how for contain, curtail, and try for curtail finally. But this wire, the way it don't go na the community, the only prayer where they say before I go, let God not make it drop to somebody we get underlying sickness. And the reason now one then they talk thing now say, well then why then just stay below and they take treatment. Now because you know drop to person we look get that type of underlying sickness, we it be say as a catcher. The next thing, na intensive care or na for go admit and then begin getting treatment for remedy. So that they will only pray down there, but we don't know again in the next few months what thing will arise. And not they pray for that one day at all, but we don't know who say it go drop. Now they drop to people and maybe with the system they perfect. But we don't know for that community they say it will begin drop per person. We now that old person we get underlying sicknesses and we boku people they know now, then the person will liable for let go get this sick here. But I only hope say government will take on board as the thing they expand, so let them they expand the tentacles, let them not focus now on that, they focus on how we able for manager now. This now is stage wearing for manager now and cost down how it will spread bigger. Because for say them will contain now, they contain stage, they don't lose the contain stage, but they will only curtail and now let it not go big again. But the contain stage, they don't actually lose them because a virus very small, nano, like smallest we ever think of, you don't escape. So that's not the main thing. So there's no containing again. Now curtailing now, we pray for how they are going to curtail it, which is the second stage. So I thank you very much, and let we all continue for pray. Let it not drop and person where it liable for sick. We will be able to begin to get a panic. But now we're not a panic because then they see and they recover. Only because those the way they get, not to the aggressive one, and not to the one that we get liable underlying sicknesses, we go able for exposed. So thank you very much. Now that I go able for left, and we say go listen to the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Usfriend. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, yeah.
Yes, that's now Usfriend from Manchester. You know, saying Ian Aisatu, we can get here. We go get Aisatu towards the end of the program. But now Usfriend Ian. The phone line open now. The phone line open. Waiting you think say for happen next? A 14 days total lockdown or this partial one fine? Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who you call from?
I am Dr. Philip Hall from Germany.
Yes, doctor from Germany.
Philip Hall, like Hall City.
Okay, sir.
Philip, H-U-L-L. Well, actually, I only wanted to establish some connection with you over there. Because I was watching the broadcast from, I think they call the man Triple A. It was very impressive. I wanted to call and make sure, but here I don't know. I have no link direct to America, so I was thinking probably I could go over this link.
Okay, just hold on. Just hold on, sir. Hold on. Okay. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who you call from?
Hello, good evening. This is a confirmed citizen I call from Maryland, USA.
You get the platform.
Yeah, I've been listening to the program. You asked the question, say, waiting at advice to the government. May your advice to the government, therefore try to stop street trading, therefore the congest. At the same time, then go alternative days, then we think when they go shopping, it's not 3 times a week. May everybody practice to cook 2 days plus us and keep your food. Another concern about the spread, community spread. It don't really be a community spread. From the very first day, where the second case not linked with the first case, that now automatically it don't become a community spread. And what did the doctor argue say because in Pekin and a man not get time not possible. They can still ask the question how you self get them because nobody know how you get them. If you don't get them from somebody directly, you get them from somebody in Pekin and a man then lucky maybe then get a stronger immune system than in. They come in self-wisdom are not exposed to a COVID patient, but are not get sick. So it all depends, maybe by luck or by chance. Now this water don't pass from some now. They don't careless. They don't waste money in the airport because they do not follow the isolation protocol. If people are isolated, they're not for even mingle one another because everybody can be isolated. Maybe you don't even get that. And secondly, that Italian where they intoxicated and return. Those people that were in that plane, there's a possibility to say they're not already exposed. And when Dr. Willie talk one day, I find it so interesting. Openly they talk say, well now we can't tighten the isolation. So which means we're not very tightener. That means for saying like pleasure I've been go for. And I'm even vexed by them. The American sisters they abroad can go women they misbehave at the airport. That is ridiculous. If we not go, this is not pleasure, this is not war, this is not virus. At least if we want to provide on our food, salon is too poor. I don't even support why government would even feed people away, come abroad, a poor country like Sierra people, they live $2 a day. If you can afford a plane, you can at least give money, let them go buy for you food. Some of them, they even left the place, then they go and look for go find food. So this thing has spread long time, it was just a matter of time. So the only thing now we get for doing the president, they get for take strong hand, he forget about bad name, about people go grumble. No matter what you do, this is not pain. It just for take drastic measure now. It lock down the country. Everybody will see that it's a they free turn. We eat what in a free turn. They Kabbalah, we eat what in these 2 weeks or 3 weeks will not go die. Did I even listen to our the Honorable Tower, even in SSD where they talk the truth, and even call for 3 weeks. This are the fact that we get for so far. What about during the war? They don't understand this is a war. Just because you know they see the military guy. If not the war, already for another way they become some people and they mean boil ordinary potato if you drink her. So we get to understand this is not a luxury. You can live with candle, you can live with a lamp, not to pass light. People they talk about light. Even that water, it was just a misbehavior to me. How you go talk for say they lockdown 6 o'clock in the morning, by 7 o'clock, people are pretending that they don't have water. Yes, we understand it, but let's be realistic. At least if we don't get water, take 4 o'clock. That water will serve you at least until 6 o'clock that evening. Before now, you go start complaining of water. Those people are just trying to misbehave. And then human rights people, if they don't stop them for letting the kind of TV, they talk foolishness, and then civil society, since the state of emergency, let them stop all rights first at this time. Make them try to stop them because we know the country we poor, we congested, like here, even yourself with the space, and this carelessness on and stuff we do, they try about economy. We don't pour from the money we pour, we just get for access to poverty. But this now war, but a lot of people they say this like joke. Oh, even the bike riders, they would ask at 9 o'clock and they talk about say that time is too short. Come on, are you kidding me? 9 p.m. That's luxury. That's not to seriousness. And even expect say them for close 5 p.m. Me, I'm Muslim, I live in religion. But I had to then close the mosques. Even if I'm not going for go mosques. But if you can close the mosques, sincerely speaking, PZ and Longley are more congested than the mosques and the church. The mosques and the church more structured than PZ. If you are closing the mosques and the church, then you still live in PZ because of political gains. What is the advantage? If Akanya come with a very good suggestion for let them move them go to PZ and they give foolish excuse there, and then this Minister of Trade, they put politics about it. So that's not million contributions. So they don't care. They just waste all that money for nothing. They're not concerned. And now they just get for find a way now how they will oppress, and that's it. Thank you very much for allowing me to contribute on the program.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, Dr. Hall, you're there live on air. What's in your own contribution?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Triple A. I'm not a political man, but having listened so long, for such a long time, I've been listening to this program, and I'm finally convinced I should say something because it's come to my end. Myself, don't say, as a medical man, we don't work abroad for many, many years. I don't get my own experience. All we've been hopeful. The time don't reach now. I don't retire. Before I retire, I revert to my country. I go salon, I build house. I want to stay there, well, for a longer period of time so that I will able to help. I even buy a piece of land. I want to build a school because the new government will really show some interest in education. So I feel say when I end up for start, I buy a piece of land. I want to build a technical school. And my idea was actually to train medical technicians. Because when they talk about scanning machines, ultrasound machines, these are some of the, in fact, I don't possess an ultrasound machine where I before send home, but then I use them free of charge. Me know how much a computer tomogram machine na Germany cost. It costs about 1.5 million. So when would they talk how much it costs? I know exactly how much. You see, that MLT, the magnet resonance tomography. Now then 2 million you go to talk about then we were then at the diaspora, not go able to raise that money physically or go buy for salon government. Apart from that, me convinced say salon governments can put mechanisms in place for provide the machines then they. We would talk about the medical care. Now for upgrader, and not need for go back to how a Connaught hospital look like. Now Connaught hospital me born. Actually. So then children the same way we did small, we would go school you don't inculcate some idea. So when we go out, if the time reaches, they come home, I go help. And as a surgeon, I would have gone home to work. I made an attempt. Now, holiday, I don't operate in a salon for free. Now, the provinces. I work with some surgeons, some doctors, they were not surgeons, but they were doing their very best. So salon gets some human capital. We can start somewhere. They will need the tools, and this is lacking. We were there abroad, and like me now, I just get the time for do something. So the steps where I don't take, I feel say other people can join me. I can join anybody for say they will make an appealing environment. These are things you are not actually talking from the blues. Salon will able to pay me. They don't go to pay other people then. But now in devotion, where we sell the make to we go to we sell we come out. I feel say anybody will get that spirit, it can able to do something. We're not gonna go broke Connaught Hospital, bill am again. And a gradual process. But I listen to some nurses, experienced people, these are medicals. They know exactly what the hospital need. Now, for refurbish the hospital, furnish them so that the doctors, where they go able to work successfully. I don't say anybody will don't go to any medical school of any class can able to attend to patients. Where you're not able, you go call in consultants. We got a medical hierarchy. You see, now teamwork it will be.
Okay.
But they will provide the simple amenities. Now that hospitals than they. You see, now that go make sense. But how we go do that? Electricity not there. I got friends then where they operate that Connaught Hospital. Light not there. The patient lay down. You surgeon. Pass and go start generator. You see, then the simple things that we will not get. Now the governance, the good governance, then go lead you to that. So not to we the aspirants go provide all the things and then go directly. If they don't build hospitals, for refurbish their hospitals, then the things that were necessary for practice quality medicine, we don't get them overnight. Just like I don't work with Ghanaians, I don't work with Nigerians. These are things I don't want to repeat. One lady talked about collective practice. If we all don't come together, plenty doctors and we don't retire. Me, they on the line, I will talk to people, the German doctors, German qualified doctors, we can go yonder. Are they in connection with Cerebral Hospital? Now, German doctors then did it. We were there, we can able for go home, go work there. I know Cerebral very well because I went to school in Matujong. So the hospital, then they were better equipped than today, better than today. So if we try back that standard, then from there we will go further.
Okay, Dr. Hall.
Let me try for talk.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution on this part. I will save your number, then we will continue this conversation later on at another time. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, I appreciate you too. Thank you for the work you're doing. Okay, and that.
Okay. Yes, caller. You there live on here? Your name and who you call from?
Yes, my name is Mr. Jonas Williams. I call from Holland.
You get the platform, sir.
First of all, thank you very much, for giving me this opportunity. My brother, first of all, I don't get good news for Sierra Leone from my country because, I gave me a reference card. We're not good. Because we go for retrospect back, for go back to the Ebola time because, it's like say we know the learn from mistakes them. But first of all, the whole world, everybody make mistake. Including, we are the so-called virus start even to the country where the we own politicians themselves go live, they see they make some mistakes. But the truth is that, me get a, experience where, not to person for tell me, 2014, February, I go salon with a business partner. We go there. Before we go, this team had already start. Liberia, Guinea and Liberia. Before they go, me Umanaya give me every information for la go share in the village work in law. Just say I build my own place. So first of all, after that, I return it back with my woman and in friend. Before they go, we print everything. Now wait 2 months. Then print all bills and everything. We'll bill for sensitize the village. Brother, the people that made they laugh. Then they laugh the way 2 months. Then they look them. Then the thing we make so sad was that me they listen to one of the radio station where about 200 people then die in one village in the north. The reporter they talk say now which plane 9 for them 200 people then die. So first of all, when you take the setting of the mindset of young people there, my brother, it's very disastrous. So what you know is that this virus get for running cause. And how we young politicians, we medical expert, they explain, then break it down into 3 phases. Then get phase 1, when you catch the disease, then get the mild one, where you go then host, they medicate you. You get the critical way. Maybe they're going to watch you if it's possible for can you go to hospital, but then get the critical, the severe way you need a ventilator because the lungs don't collapse, because they explain that they teach we how, because first of all, everybody, and this part of Usad and Holland Valley, we scientists try to understand how the disease, how they affect. So then find out, say they affect the lungs. And when you affect the lungs, the immune system, they cause the damage on the human being, because when the natural immune system they inject the immune a warrior inside the body and they destroy everything just like chemotherapy. Me not to a doctor, but this all I know is when this immune system come, it damage the whole system of the lungs. So that means the lungs they need a ventilator for keep them until naturally the fibers they were inside the lungs for grow again. So that is the reason why they need ventilators. But my brother, even Holland, where are they? Even America, I don't know if in America you did. The truth is that they watching on television. The last time the governor of Kuma, they talk, say he asked for 60,000 ventilators. The government gave 400. So nobody was prepared. But when you look at the reality is that, not only no more, the virus can taking cause. Unless your immune system save you, my brother. No start. You go begin. Take tracing. The only thing is we talk about that video where then go take that guy in a kenema. It's sad, but love is the reality, my brother. That is how we live in Sierra Leone. We're very rough with each other. Here when somebody get that virus, the way where they can't take ourselves, that humility, and but look, the way. So we get a lot for arrange inside we young community, how we did take care of ourselves. So the fact is that this virus get for running cause, would I get for leave, sorry, now the real hard fact, you understand? Because at the end of the day, science, we don't get sense now for identify, we get tools them and mechanism for identify the diseases there. But these things are with us. The one not starts today when Corona day. Corona already, if, because, conspiracy theory, you're talking your own, now China, they make a blah, blah, okay. But the truth is, not a virus. So, if we go back into the biblical days or them days, they call them plague. So that means they are around. So, the other thing is that, of course, the current government, not a politician, but the current government, they make some steps where, at least they try their own best in their own way. But the truth is that we own Sierra Leonean, we own behavior. Because, when I see how we people that they live now, that our country, it's very scary. Because we in Holland, we get what they call intelligent lockdown. You understand? Me, they work from home because me work in IT work. So, the truth is, at the end of the day, we Africans, Sierra Leoneans, we hang to we God for help we. But this, it get for happen, my brother. We get forget sad news. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and where you call from?
My name Koroma. I call from the United States.
You get the platform, Koroma.
Yeah, triple. I don't know if I appreciate my country, but I make us slow for land. You know, then to say I don't really tell me say, you know, Sierra Leoneans and we know the land. One of the labor war. You know, they see we sister Salon they see in sister Rwanda after the war, then decide for like developing country. When it work for them well. We say we think the same thing for the country. But we like we election they even come around, you know, that people into they pronounce blah 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 blah. You know, coming to this virus, we don't really get enough equipment, you know, for setup. That I can tell you. But one thing I can say, you know, we get enough time for really prepare ourselves. But the Sierra Leoneans, and honestly, majority of them not ever, never, and up to date, they don't even treat us serious. I was still remember one audio we are listening our WhatsApp group. Masa are you? A mega audio if it circulates. And one day maybe they malungi. You know, imagine. Like even somebody talks say, you know, money they just waste and when they quarantine. You know, they far from the fact. Because then people maybe in that place, you know, then they get visitors already come in and out. Then that guy in audio he make, he say, you know, then get some JCs and maybe inside the hotel or wherever. You know, when next come, then get people in the errand as and maybe they go bring, you know, kulunku for it. So that in and out. You know, the very first day when they talk say, you know, this thing don't leak out. I mean, okay, some of the colleagues say maybe as long as I from the quarantine people, they know go far. But that doctor Leone, he actually convinced he said, you know, this thing not enter the company. I see you will emphasize to me saying, you know, I mean, the doctor, the only way he deal with them directly. Based on the research in lecture where he will give it. I mean, once you are learned from him, you know, it's like, it's say, I mean, I can be, but not forget that, I can be a carrier of that virus, you know, go ever knock me down, but be able to go distributor. So that me reflect to that doctor in case. Sometimes one day we deal with directly. Then get better immune system. Then the killer be get for able not them, but they able to go distributor. Honestly, it will be a surprise. So many things scatter on the offer. No we acceptance in this thing all the things that I catch. This year not only God there for help. And the other thing again, just like what we say, then human rights organizations where they come out when they talk about, you know, human rights, yeah. Most of the time is better than just like, I mean, people and color, no, all try back to this thing. Because look at the camera, they will receive that guy in that place. And one of the sources, again, maybe they feel, you know, this thing, you know, where them people have been able to wish facility, you know, they want the way they go transport it. I don't just recall, but are they even doubt is how, you know, them drivers and maybe look dressed. Because you say, I mean, it kind of look funny, you can't ride in travel. Then maybe they go take people away in a quarantine facility. Then they say, you know, the guy will be getting virus. But nothing maybe like really dress that kind of way, you know, for protect themselves. So this thing inside the community, it will be surprised. All I can say, we not get the equipment or we not get the money, but we will actually get enough information in enough time for what prevent this thing. And let me get for say triple. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Koma. Thank you. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and inside the call from?
I mean, Jalo, I call from Germany.
Yes, Jalo, you get the platform.
Yeah, Triple A, thank you. Of course, I did this to happen at Kerema, you know. Then guy would go the ambulance for go collect people. You understand? I believe then guy no not train them well. You understand? If you go for go pick person, wait and see you get coronavirus or waiting on call. You get for no idea approach. You get for no idea drive for good. You understand? Because you're not professional. But you see, one thing we lack of in a salon, this skill, this nursing business, this professional work where they want for do we do not train and fine. Like for example, we now we get for go 3 years, 6 months before you get your diploma. And before you get that diploma, therefore no say BMBSU, na real professional. Anytime when they put you, I like you boss no day, you boss no day, you know says you will take care of something. You understand? But look when you get the driver, like for say, and I want you to go first to Iraq. You understand? You na medical somebody, where they go take somebody, you get for drive that intelligent way. Because you get for go bail the person for pulling at the crowd for carry it at the hospital. You know? And all that's what it's about. There's some people that would tawasi, then tinode for it, game lock, money no day, this and that. You life where you get important parts that carry they go and cry say it's all the game lock, this and that. This coronavirus one of the ticker, one of the play like play cage. My brother and sister in Asalo, my people then. This na bad sick. Me neighbor na yare can take. I mean, no, I see where they can go. I didn't have my apartment. I see where they can go. You understand? So what they tell us say made and lock on our force for just 2 weeks. 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Made and lock on una keep yourself quiet. Made sick come on Asalo, made them pull you and always sick. Una they make tawa. We na ask when then they the pass the law back say school for open Monday, the 27th, then school for open I also. And anybody if I talk about say one post, and una they make tawa say if I not sell I know they eat, if I not do work I know they eat, if I not this I know they that. You know that's how we get life. Now not na coronavirus. But me I want the president bio where they pass a state of emergency. Anybody in kitchen do, when they go loss and force. Because Africa believes that the hard way and fit to now. You know, I make win also need to make because all my done that system. Where you make crazy policeman they beat you now, yeah. Then you they take your ID card, they write you the next day, the next 2-3 days, you meet letter we what 2,500 euro. Well, you know say no get 2,500 euro. You go 3 years prison. Then I come on see them carry you on a court 3 years prison, then you the passer. But una when na kuna one they begin say, hey, mobbing, justice mobbing, this that. Una they sorry for una life. Una they sorry for una life. Una life na salon, una they sorry for una know say life day una get other option there. What they say for lock una to begin they go say game lock, tintranga. Salon for what them born with so they go 40 now also. Now up with they go so tintranga. Not so the way soft. So they are the big una we one can na salon one can do things there. Please una make the lock una make this thing then get around and pack us on side. You understand eh? Yeah, I beg you for God and Nabi, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Jalo. Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes, call ID live on here. You name inside the call from?
Yeah, hello, hi, Triple A, my brother. Let God bless you. Let God give you long life. Let God put anything where you defend. What you do so, this a pass for giving money. Then Omar the call from Los Angeles. Triple A, this no problem. No problem, don't cancel. But we all within the diaspora will not for stop. We need for talk. Today I talked to 3 or 4 people about the same word that they tell them. One at the inside the house and not say the palace small. But wanna scatter. We come on a street, one me even my cousin tell me say me want come on a street, one can say but they pull me close, I blew a WhatsApp. I said that's fine. Wear mask and put gloves in your hand. Now the only thing this now, my brother, this you look like say what I done the past Gary. Because the social distancing is not there in Africa. It's not there because one, not to culture, 2, the space not there. The space not there. You go na free tongue, you see one green room and 5-8 people that they sleep inside it. How they go in the room, they're not even big like below. So my brother, this let what I not pass Gary. Lord, we pray like putting that last doctor say whatever we would in the diaspora we will do, we need for help. We're talking in this government and the one before this, they don't reach to a point where we say no say if we say we left everything at the hand, you just don't do it. You everything waiting to go on the how then they test people and how then they mix people and how then they separate people and that just tell you say now try then they try. Now try then they try. But they get a lot of flaws. But to me, this We just need for continue for talk to people and we'll get and they will know the number them, whether they call me or what they call them. Then we explain to them the importance, because one me cousin in the term said one guy he talked to and the guy tell and say, this now politics and they try no more for the read their number so that the white people will give them money. This is not real. Now me cousin say we're not kind of my own place. You Sinapusa let me Sinapusa. People still get this belief that this thing do not exist. Now money this government they try for make, so they get the belief say this thing not there, they just want to scare people. For already fairness then a salon, people are still there, they will get these primitive beliefs. Just like how they get the same beliefs they with the Ebola. So to me, this we just need prayers and we wouldn't at the diaspora. Let we continue for the sensitize with people. Anybody when you talk to your relative, tell them this thing not for real. A real. Mind that no more, my brother. They continue for listening. Thank you very much for everything. My brother, dear, try hook up with that doctor. We just talked to you. Now we all see what we can do for help this relation. Because it get for come to that. Mind that, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, caller, I did live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, Eddie Bayo, I call from Sydney, Australia.
Yes, Eddie, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Triple H, thank you very much for this program. They really come with. Really, just like with last caller talk, we just get for need for the call and synthesize with people then. It's like when this thing happened in Kenema, it's a shock. Immediately we happened, they put on WhatsApp group. You know, some of this WhatsApp group, we go use them for past viable information. But this politics. Groups that they up to now, when you enter, they not even concentrate on what will happen at the world. And most of the participants, they talk to the groups that they now places them go inside this epidemic here, all kill people them heavily. When you see that for land a lesson from inside the day, when they pass political messages and normal all type of verbal messages them in that country day. When I get this information about Kenema, straight up what I do, like my home area, we get achieved on WhatsApp group. I go the streets now with my language. But when I tell them the streets to promote, I tell them, say, look, this is not come up as Joko, it don't reach. The method they will be put in place during Ebola time. I say, let the primary chief, everybody where they give me, would I try for bring all the rules they want to be put on again. Would have put on all the villages there. Anybody who starts stranger, they go now, let them give a stranger room. Let a day for 3 weeks, down to 14 days. Say. These are the messages that they will pass for the pass now to the people then. Like the person who talks to the ambulance operators in Sierra Leone, they are professional. Bruh, I wonder you withdraw that message in school. Like the incident will happen at Kenema. This guy was a practicing lab technician. He don't then afraid now. He don't commode. He don't contact somebody there, knowing or unknowing. But as a lab technician, it can Kenema. He don't get some symptoms within effect. And I alive her, go down one club to another. Why? In begin to see, according to the information we get.
I know we dwell much on that day because some of I listen that audio the way they talk so, but some of the thing the way they did, I think this person I only go able to tell them thing the day. And we sabi with people and we sabi for fabricate story for make it bill in the kind way we wait itself. So I know I'll dwell much on waiting the that particular audio day.
Okay, thanks for correcting me on the side. Now, even to the Red Cross office where it go. You see, that's again wrong. As a lab technician, if I don't go straight now, government hospital, you know, for say, government hospital now, Kenema, and I did the Lassa fever war day, where presently they don't make this COVID-19 all. the day is a particular section day. The last fever hospital, they part of that government hospital. I care about it. If we don't go, they go do a test. Okay, it don't come there. It don't go to the hospital, it don't go a test. And people, them, the professionalism of the ambulance man and now they try for correct. Now we don't just with the corner. We don't say Salo we Kongosa. All man know for say that did not happen now. Any domo to ambulance pass. They go to them now. People in the communal streets. Then nobody not get for able to control them. So you're not going able for say you will come in now quickly. You can't take patients. It's not easy. So long not blame the other side. What you know more, we will in this social media they are. We say for the out here, we people that can rely on this heavily. Now they pass good information. Now drop this politics aside school. Now focus on waiting up Canada and the country. Now they help the people that pass the information away on communities. Because when we pass information, if they don't believe the government, so say you party will not you ain't be the talk to as you don't talk, they don't trust you. They go talk to the politician talking and I'm only the one it. But when you talk tell them what did happen, you will call them, but you can make serious. So now this we say like what you do so. It's very great. You just think but who life them in that country there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kola. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, hello, me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. My name is Zaina, but I call from United Kingdom.
You get a platform.
Yeah. People may take to this. I think the government for lock down the country totally for 2 weeks. They need a 2 weeks lockdown. Because if not, this thing also it don't enter that country, the bad one. I believe say this virus Sunday and it don't all sign as alone. You know, from the day where them people also been reached now, Lunge airport, where them they make that noise, all that video. Somebody be make video, when they pass around say all them people they don't been there around yonder. Even the one they were working at the airport, say them for don't hold them, quarantine them all. You know, but they not been do that because they all been there near them. Everybody they talk without no masks, no nothing. You know, this thing may not in that country, so it don't plenty today. And then lady also where they do talk to the camera. You know, then therefore they use mask because so they can go around without masks, you know. Then, you know, the mic, now so the mic and they put the mic before people them now start bringing and come to themselves, you know, it's bad for them.
If you look lately, we don't change that. Now they see, say, you know, they even see the ladies then at the camera, but now then they wear mask. Now make you know they see them. They know they go, now make you they see, say, before you go find out in one small white recorder will be they use, but now they use mic. So we self they try for improvise for make we self stay safe. Even the other day, then go out there for go do talk to the camera. Then people can be give for crowd. Then be give for end the particular program that they did. Yeah, because people then as they see camera and then they so we really they take precautionary measures in that area they. I make you know they see themselves now. Pass where they want talk. Where they want talk, then they pull them. But because they want talk, but after that, then they wear them and then they behind the cameraman. So now I make you know they see them now.
Yeah, that's good because then you know I can worry about themselves. Who then can they go around, you know, for they do the interview. You see, really that country, we need total lockdown. The 2 weeks, the government just need to give the people like 1 week notice, then lock the country down. Because if not, we go cry. We will cry because this in the way they destroy people and all over the world is so bad. It's way better hospital than they're able for treat people. Talk less about salon. You know, so now that's all I'm on for now. Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello.
Yeah, you did live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Me name Fatima Jallo.
What's your contribution?
I come from New York.
And what's your contribution?
My contribution is about the COVID-19.
And what do you want us to know about it?
That it's a very dangerous disease. America.
Okay. Who is talking on the background? Is that your mom?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you very much, Fatima.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Okay, Udoyeri, Fatima Sefsi, you want make we know say the COVID-19 a very dangerous disease. We really need to know that. Let's see, read one or two messages then. I don't know, with all the calls that we get today, what do you feel? We feel say now a total lockdown with a call for, or make a call this caller. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yes, people, this madam, I call from while.
Yes, madam, you get a platform.
Yes, people, yeah, just mere contribution of that. Different people, they say for lockdown, the 14 days. The 14 days for lockdown, not another problem. Because just like we emphasized on distance yesterday, people need for getting space. This distance thing, they need for work on it, because otherwise, the lockdown don't make no sense. Because if they lock down, people they say, oh, come on, this one now go to my neighbor house. They go there. That is what person go to my neighbor's flat, to the backyard. It don't make no sense. So me, I feel say this distance they for do people they for distance each other like completely they for do that. Because otherwise it don't make no sense. And also all this go about the government need for come on say something, because people they give a lot of they see a governor there, they for come and give updates. They don't know what they go on. But the most important thing, the hand washing and this distance, people are for distance each other for now. So I mean contribution is different.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Adama. I call from New York.
Okay, from Adama now to Adama in New York. You get the platform.
Okay. Triple A, I don't listen to everybody, including that doctor we get German, we in Germany. Everything that man said, it is true. It is the way that we should go. As far as we want to develop our country, Sierra Leone, and take care of the hospitals and everything else. But the fundamental thing would be water and light. Because, AAA, tell me something. How we go able to go do all that in a day where they don't get light, where they don't get water? You know, when they talk about that, that's the basic things. First, let me get that first. I mean, don't listen to everybody when they talk. They really get for be very, very firm with our people. That is the only way. We too strong for we are good. Huh? And as far as that technician is concerned, okay, I don't know all the facts, but for the fact the reason is, you know, for say he get is infected, and then he carry himself come out na salon, na prison, then go upline. Why? Why not for go just set himself somewhere, make sure everything okay? Okay, I mean, then they have the profession. If I know this thing, okay, me not they blame me not know what really happened. But these are the things, and when people that they talk me, they listen, and that is the truth. AAA. If they're not locked down that country, things gonna happen. Okay, terrible things gonna happen. Like what I did today, they are off. All day I talk to people then. All day I talk to people then. The fact of the matter is, people they don't want no self distance, physical distancing. They don't care. Every time I open my television, I watch na AUV. I watch all these channels then. You see that people that pack, like say nothing not happen, self. Me don't know why. Maybe they forget some people then. Go to house. Maybe go to explain to people here. Me don't understand no. And never say that way they don't understand. I mean, I'm so confused and baffled. I'll tell you something. What it will take for our people to understand. What it will take to understand that this thing, not to play. AAA, as I tell you today, right now, the woman with me they work with, he just died. He died yesterday. This is my co-worker. He's dead. Okay? I mean, every day at the command, as a matter of fact, me, I'm just an ordinary nurse's aide. Okay? But over the years, I work with doctors then, I work with NP then, I work with APNs. Okay? I don't realize the value of human beings' life. Okay? Because every day, when they come on our house, I pray to God. So many of my residents, call them residents because I know where they work. Okay? Because now they reside, even though we treat them, we take care of them, at the same time, now they leave. Patients, they want to go to the hospital. You go, they take care of you, you come home. So we call them residents because they live there, they treat them, and we take care of them. I mean, they die like fly. Okay, so let me contribute to that very much to give me the platform.
All right, thank you. May our soul rest in peace. Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Yeah, this is Ayo, the call from US.
You get a platform, Ayo.
Yeah, it's about this lockdown, this 2-week lockdown people on the call for, or whether the government will implement, I'm not sure. So within this 2-week lockdown supposed to achieve, you have any idea?
No, people they call for the government not put them on. They just always say that one they did the president in table now, but people the way they call for them say that one they go able for help for make them go get good tracing for the one the way they feel say don't come in contact with them people them already.
Okay, this one just has to do with people who don't get people that will quarantine that have these issues and the type of cases the people really don't get in contact with. What about the larger part of the population? We're not deep on quarantine. We're not practice social distancing. How they're going to determine if any one of them gets the COVID-19? They're not going to determine that. Even if they lock 1 month, they open back and it goes same back to square one because they're not able to practice social distancing. The places are crowded. The only thing God will help our country, because if they say they do social lockdown and they therefore be in a position whereby they were able to do like this testing. The larger part of the population for determining and find out who are the people that are infected. Without those things in place, which I know they don't have those enough equipment to do that, we're able to determine who are the part of the population with their COVID-19. Even I assess, the larger population, they do testing, and they're not able to get the larger population to do testing. People will be given a host, after a while and get sick, critical, and die. So I don't know how that lockdown will help us solve the problem. But since you say now for do the tracing, well, yeah, it might on that side. But what about the larger part of the people? How are they able to find out who get them or who not get them? Based on the reason that there is no social distancing, people crowded in their houses. That's my contribution. I'm just concerned about that.
All right, thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, it's not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get a platform.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the government for lockdown Freetown and then lockdown Kenema. And the other thing is, I'm not sure for the way for any other way for fix this there because we're Africans, from what we small, we sick, people and they boil all their herbs there and everything, and then they put to eat, next to the pot, then cover we so you go clear your lungs and everything else. I think say we for the learn for the practice then thing and they, instead of the way the virus spread, we set them for the do then thing and they, so we would cut down on the virus itself, We're not for the way we then we go to hospital. It's not things that we know already for the practice then thing and do there right away, But I think say the government for lockdown Freetown, but Freetown they the thing they seriously. And anybody that travel outside of Freetown, they for stop them right away. It don't matter if you get sanitizer and iron or whatever. If for stop the travel.
But that they on right now. That one they on. Say everybody still side A. That one they on except for essential commodities, when our food, medicine. But the lockdown is on, inter-district lockdown. That's what we have going on right now. So,
but that's good. That's good. I really appreciate that, and that is good. That's good. I mean, on contribution, I just want, make them lock down. Let them lock down Freetown itself, Freetown and Kenema. Let them lock those two places down.
All right,
Triple A.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Yeah, earlier on, my name Mariam Kake. Earlier on, my name has been called Fatima Jallo for giving contribution.
Okay.
And Miss FDR, we try to give you contribution. Please, we will big all to Leone. We know they say thin and stronger for we. Now daily, some people may leave, but please, they could make sure they almost stay in the house. Wash your hands, take all the precautions. Wait and say we for do. Coronavirus is a very dangerous disease. It a kill. Like America here, when I say they get all the facility, look how much right now we don't go. We don't get a lot of death and cases there. So please, with a big all to Leone say, like we stay indoors, we have to stay indoors. We don't even say it's not easy. Forget food in our house 24/7, forget water. You have to go out and go get water. You have to go to the market every day. Some people don't get lights for save them food and all that stuff. Then, but please, with a big one. And we know where Corona been, Ebola. Thank you. Where Ebola been come, what it been do? It really killed people. But people lost their family there. So please, with a big, let me support them the way I will give.
Thank you very much, Kola. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
You're welcome.
Now we go count with Aisatu. Make I just read one or two messages them. Now, Facebook, we get Bash EK. Bash EK say, it's a lockdown not to really not the solution. He say, but it is slow the spread of the virus. And actually, then they go make people know how serious this virus be. Franco just say, it agree with the caller we say, light, when at the basic stuff, so many years we not still get on. Yusuf Bawina, one of we contributors that we can get now as a panelist, he say government officials in us alone, they're negligible regardless of their party affiliation. Mulani Mula say coronavirus don't expose all the country the health system, including United States. He say Nanai realize say the world not get proper health care system. Okay, we go on the first make we count with Aisatu. Yes, Aisatu, you get the platform. What's in your contribution today?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Today, my contribution, you get a lot of things that we absolutely I want to touch on. It's first, I want to say a scary moment or a sad news for no say in just one day we don't get 11 new cases. We don't add to the existing 15 cases. Like we mentioned yesterday, these cases, they're not going to go down. If we don't take full measures, full precaution, then just going to expand. And really, as it expands, it becomes scary. We're lucky for no say, the one that we don't become positive, then they're in a stable condition. They're not on any mechanical ventilation. That's not because most likely then people that get underlying medical conditions and will make their risk go higher, especially any cardiac or respiratory problem. So the first question will be the one for looking to. The 3 days lockdown, what we get? We mentioned that wasn't enough. Many of us say that was not enough. But first, they want for use that as a contact tracing. They do the contact tracing, and at the time, it was probably better that way because the country, we lack so many things and what people then would need to make sure to let them stay indoors. So that was necessary at the time, but we know say the 3 days wasn't enough. So yes, the other question is to answer, is it good to do 14 days quarantine? Or lockdown, even though we get a district lockdown, which is not a partial lockdown right now, I think the partial lockdown is fine, but the problem which I mentioned yesterday again, the time from 8 to 9 to the outside is just too much. I think they need to cut down on the hours, no problem for the outside. Where they say they only to go outside for get, the essential things then. And order for the outdoor till that late, now somebody will need to go walk in a hospital, where we say then they go for go save other people in life. And me think we come to whether we for do a 14 days or 3 days, something like that. The other thing was, the video where you mentioned, but before I get to that, actually, I want for going to the mistake. The mistake, again, I said this yesterday, that Lunge quarantine center, I think the problem begins. Because people have been so much they out there doing all sort of things, yes, because they were not happy with what was happening. I heard a caller to say, if you quarantine person, I don't really for buy food stuff for themselves, and then for give money. I don't agree with that. That's really not how you quarantine somebody. Especially they're not in their house. They're outside. They came from the airport, straight to the, from wherever they were, whether in the States or Europe. So you don't expect them to be buying food or asking people to buy. The government needs to make sure they have that in place before you quarantine somebody in a place that it's not their own home. If not their own house, yeah, it's different. They will feed themselves. But if you say you go quarantine them at a secluded area, you need to provide them food. Just like when you get patients in our hospital, you provide them food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and whatever they need. Right? So then anything in that particular caller aspect, let's think of it again, because I don't think saying that's the right way to go. Then I'm going to the ambulance. What are they use for transport the people there? Then not ambulance. Then like a delivery truck. I have to say, you don't get any medical supply inside. You don't even get bench for sit down. Not to talk of stretcher. When somebody's sick, you need stretcher. When they will put you down in case you go into cardiac arrest or respiratory distress so that they will treat you. There was no oxygen. I didn't see anything. That is so wrong. And then you take the person, you just put and throw inside normal, let's say, some kind of fall or pigeon. That was inhumane. That was just inhumane. And then I don't think that they even clean the van. Why did they even call down the ambulance? It's a disgrace, I have to say. It's not an ambulance, it's a delivery truck, right? Because even the ambulance, we get everything inside, where they provide, support, for life, threatening illnesses, when they transport person to the hospital, they get everything, and then they clean, and then they do a terminal cleaning. Terminal cleaning and get specific agents that wouldn't be used for cleaner. Make sure say the next person will stand inside, no will get what's in the other person didn't get. So now some of the things and now what I feel say it's blocking. And then take it this way too. Then people wouldn't they put on quarantine. They won't wait until the people present symptoms before they test them. And then what then they feel say it go happen now. Then we'll get some false negative cases, but then when they decide for test them there, then you get so many new cases, because while the incubation period, when are 2 to 14 days, the other people will not expose, so they have to really take a look at the strategy that they use right now in terms of testing, okay? And then, like we said before, Mechanical ventilation is not for everyone. It's only for critically ill patients, right? So that's probably not the reason. I think I want to say we're lucky. We have to be grateful because we don't get enough to put everybody on. Because if them 15 cases then being all require any of that, treatment measure, then we're going in trouble because we don't get 15. Right? So that's one thing we have to thank our stars. We have to be grateful and no say young people then get stable medical condition or they don't get no medical problem at all. Okay. The other question I really want to ask, do we have a negative, when they put them there for quarantine, are they putting them in a single room with a microcon, right? Or they put them in a negative pressure room? The reason why I ask this, you need this virus, everybody where then they treat with COVID-19, then they have a negative pressure room or a single room with a microcon. What in the negative pressure they do? It prevents, any particles like that are harmful from leaving the room to go outside. So that the other people that are outside will get sick. But if you go put everybody on quarantine, now the same one big open room with different beds, I don't to quarantine. I have to say, you just want to let the sickness multiply into maybe triple. Okay? So I feel say that in one thing, I don't know if we healthcare department in that country, they look into that. If they are, that's good. If they're not, they need to put that in place. Otherwise, all them people that we get how many number? 500 and something, when they're on quarantine. God help us. Trust me, God help us. So that's very important. So because if you don't get a negative pressure room in an isolation room, you use the single room that you put the microcon, it will really help. It will serve the same purpose for within the happen. So and that's what I feel say we need for this. And then the other thing is what I want to say, the measures that they in place, the government don't put measures in place. Yes, the citizens that need to now adhere to everything we they don't see let them do. But then also we healthcare workers then are they getting masked, gowned up, and wearing the PPEs, which is a protective, personal protective equipment, then they wear them properly, then they wear them for make sure say, why I don't wear them now, so, if it don't contaminate, and if we remove them, for make sure say, I not go with the same equipment in the other room, because what I do that, I do a cross-contamination, right? So that is very important for that to put in place, and then the other thing is, them they already in quarantine. Who said any? Yeah, I get questioned. Who said any? At the 34 military hospital? If not,
then are different quarantine centers them across the country, and then are different quarantine centers them. And we be asked just now. As far as I know, each person gets a room because some then they use hotels, some like guest house, then they use as quarantine centers them.
Okay. But when they use the hotel, like I mentioned to you, the hotel not designed as a negative pressure room. A negative pressure room in a hospital is designed for that. It is filter the air, right? So only clean air and they go inside, but no dirty air not to go outside, right? That's not one thing. But that hotel room, then think of it, maybe the underneath self, we don't want to lock and jam and close fully. That's not one thing. If they decide for use that and then forget a microcon inside that room, because even when we didn't go get tested, right, for COVID-19, the waiting area get 2 microcons. Even though everybody wear mask, you get 2 microcons for ensure say, just in case somebody put a mask down and let's say the person gets the COVID-19, where they're not even testing like before they not spread the virus, down there for circulate the air so that go stay in there for contaminate or for infect other people then. So this is not a very bad news today. Okay, now that I wake up to. All right. So I'm saying right now, with the big with Sierra Leoneans them, with the big with healthcare workers them, the government don't try. I have to say they don't try. For the number of cases that when we get compared to other countries then. Now, because then take them measures and they quickly. The only thing now for reinforce them. The only thing is that we all listen, no read, no see, social distancing. Now, important one. Let everybody wear masks because of the new guidelines by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Before, they're not going to encourage that. They say, oh, you don't need them if you're not sick, which we talk about here. They don't recommend that, but now it's recommended. You know, that's something other countries that don't do, then find, say, you know, it effective. So if something effective, Lord, use them. Lord, pray and with the hope, say, this thing it will be under control. Because, you know, I'm still optimistic. Say, you know what? No matter how bad it gets, we still not will go like Ebola. No, it wouldn't happen. God not designed me for failure all the time, you know, or all the time. Now we know more for the country to destroy. We pray that it not happen this trip. We really did pray for that. You know, thank you very much.
Before I let you go, we still have people, even on Facebook right now, they say they not believe, say, the virus then as alone. What's in a message to them people in there?
Oh, God. We don't say this now, AAA, that this virus, you will get them, right? You not show any symptoms. The only way it will show you symptoms, now when you not possible, when your immune system not strong enough, they begin present with symptoms. So they still feel say this virus not in a salon. So how come America, we start with one case, and then New York actually started with one case on March 2nd. Today, we all know what's in the number in New York. Now they're in the worst state, not because the government or the governor they put measures in place or the mayor. No, it's because the virus be done in the air. They not be the test people them. You know, before they don't want to test even healthcare workers, I tell you. But from where, you know, somebody died on a job, when a nurse educator, when they happened, the union and everybody kind of like was outraged by what's happening. So now then they encourage for test you, even when you don't get symptoms. You know, that's not the job. And 11 hospitals there where the city get. So every one of us, if you want to be tested, you feel like you need to be tested, you get tested. And in those cases, if you're negative, but if you're positive, at least you don't go to rest. Everybody worry. If you not know what thing they're going on in this country right now, me, I'm not going to stop from where this whole thing starts. I need to go. I need to go to no stop. Okay? Me need to go work. Now they me on risk day. Now they go stop. Me need to go to stop. So let somebody else go to stop and help so that we not go try for go here, and then without a mask, you need to protect yourself. This virus is real. So salon people and this virus is real. And then for we people and within us, so what we call people and clear, don't tell them the truth. We know exactly what's going on. You know, fine for like tell people and say, oh, the darling are nothing. You know, and the other statement was somebody called now where you talk about for you, you know, then first then we sick, you do some hard stuff, those herbal remedies, and then you know you try to treat yourself in a house. And this is not the type of virus, but I know it will make you feel a little better. But I don't feel sure I educate anybody on that. You know, I tell you still seek medical help. You call the number 117. I'm sure they don't put two other numbers then. What I say now, or 2 or 3, they say either you got the bone, because everybody, man, I forget his name, Mr. Harold, or Dr. Harold, they talk about. So the virus day, AAA, we have to tell them it's there and it's real. People are dying. We don't have nobody who has died from it yet in our country. Does not mean it's not there. We don't wish down there for Salone. You know, it would be nice to Lord say the virus day when you don't kill anybody. We want to let somebody die first before we don't say the virus day. Really, Lord not tell people that they wrong. We all see, look Italy, we see them go to China, the US, now the worst right now, we all know that. England and everywhere. And people that will really get this sickness, then they struggle. Then they struggle. Dear, with the baby now. This virus is real. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aisatu. Thank you. Yes, on that note, the virus is real. Daniel Koma still team up, Usai team up. Still team up say, in believe say the virus no go succeed na Africa and the virus no this alone. Daniel, we not get for wait till we see we people and begin drop dead before we say yes, the virus this alone. We not want Sunday, but however, it's there now. And the day we bring politics and money inside the virus, now the day we don't ready forget that we people them inside body bag. The day we begin for deny that kind effect way coronavirus go get upon we people them. That particular day, we don't sell we people them to the virus. Judge Kamara say, it's easy for me to advocate for total lockdown. When not to you day, now the receiving end. You see, most people them, you know, can able for afford for Sidona house for 1 week without they no go per den daily pass. What they can go do, like for go sell their local markets them. He say also, the kind way we no get light for preserve we food them, na salon. For even for 3 days. Let alone, you say 2 weeks. Salon, Africa as a whole, the virus come for make we learn something. And I hope say we go learn them and we go keep them, because after that Ebola, all the things that we will learn, we throw them before we begin back again. We want for the major thing in Abidawa San. But because water na struggle, then we get for throw away. That was San every day. But we just hope say whatever then are the president in table now. Whatever the decision get for be, make we continue for tell we people and say, coronavirus is real. Not to pass them begin put the body there, na trailer then like how then they do, na the West. Now that's end of why make it for hit we had before we believe? Because people in the talk now say, look from where they say nobody no die, nobody no recover, nobody no. Then just they add the numbers. For saying now only the worst thing go make you believe. Why you for believe say coronavirus they usa you day? Now the West. But you want for deny, say in a salon. We go cause more harm to we people in a salon. We not even get better healthcare system there. Do ya make we continue for tell we people and say this is real and this it can be fatal. The good thing is, now because we get healthy population now, so now I make them one the way they catch so, now they want them way the immune system then strong. But as soon as it begin catch, they want the way the immune system then not strong. Then it will be an issue. I will just read this text before I go. I am from Omar. It say, in sorry, but when you ask people for call the 117 number, and then we then call you where you can't get the inhumanly. It say, in the phrase say, then there could be a failure. And the way then they treat people them, Not correct. You say, where is the humanity? You not get for be healthcare worker for make you be human. Which is true. You not get for be healthcare worker for make you be human. Abdullahi Bundu Conte say the lockdown must be also indefinite and therefore restrict movement of the cities in them. Therefore restrict movement of the cities in them. Because we still there, some kind Kuku Jumuku say people are still come on a Guinea, even though the border lock. We not say the business or the food, them where they come in and all these things, but will life important too? Will life important? We go there back tomorrow. Don't forget, say, the virus is real. Whenever you call Saloon, even me today I call. I talk to, we staff them, Share Network staff them. I reiterate all the measures the world don't put in place for them. Even the one the way they go out, they go do, they talk to the camera. Even the one the way they edit the videos, even the cameraman them. For make them understand the seriousness of this. Yusuf gets a role for play. Make we understand, say, it's serious. Papa government thinks, say, the lockdown is necessary and ready now. Please do it. The only thing, just give people them leeway. Make them able to understand, fine. Now the partial one day on. Or then can make them small. It's 9 p.m. now. Then count until 5 o'clock. Then from 5 o'clock, then count and small to 2 o'clock. I think safe. Then do on that way day. Go be, because right now 9 o'clock, all man will say for the hours. 9 o'clock, then they make them 5 o'clock. Make them small. We go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. People say, tata.